Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I want to get into a lesson starting off in Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter and the 7th verse. So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. So I'll go ahead and I'll get straight into it. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Okay, and the watchmen are the prophets. Okay, continuing on. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth. That's right, it says, therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth. Okay, and we're speaking the words of the Lord. Okay, we're not speaking our own words. And we understand that the Lord speaks through his prophets. Okay, continuing on. And warn them from me. That's right, it says, and warn them from me. And that's exactly what we're doing. Okay, we're telling our people that the Lord will bring plagues upon this place. Okay, we're seeing these plagues being sent. Famine, pestilence, a sword. Okay, we understand that these things will escalate. It's going to get a lot worse heading into the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we understand that it's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Okay, we understand that it's going to be a lot of people that's going to get put to death during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and we're warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, of the things to come, whether you hear or forbear. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll get what else I had. I'll go to Jeremiah, the 30th chapter. Okay, and I'll start at the 7th verse. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. That last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. Like I just mentioned, we see that these plagues are being sent, but we know that it's going to intensify, it's going to escalate, it's going to get worse heading into the time of Jacob's trouble. We know that martial law will be declared. We know that it'll be checkpoints in these cities. Okay, we know that it'll be troops in these cities. Okay, we know that it'll be women that'll get raped. Okay, we understand that cannibalism will be going on. We know that it'll be a famine. Okay, we understand that these things will be going on during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, it's going to be worse than anything that we ever been through before, man. Okay, continuing on. But he shall be saved out of it. That's right, it says, but he shall be saved out of it. And who's that he that's going to be saved out of it? The elect, that remnant that the Lord will protect and deliver. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll get what else I had. Since I mentioned it about the remnant, let me go to Romans. Okay, let me get this in Romans, the 9th chapter. Okay, and I'll start at the 27th verse. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 27. Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea. And if you ever been to a beach and you look at all that sand, you can't count all that sand. Okay, we understand that our people are innumerable. Okay, continuing on. A remnant shall be saved. That's right, it says a remnant shall be saved. So even though we understand that our people are innumerable, we know that whereas the sand of the sea, only a remnant will be saved, the elect. Okay, we know that the elect will be protected and ultimately delivered up out of here, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. Okay, let me go to Daniel, the 12th chapter, and I'll start at the 1st verse. Okay, this is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up. And this is speaking about Michael the archangel. Okay, continuing on. The great prince was standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. That's right, in that time of trouble that it's speaking about is the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, it's going to be worse than anything we ever been through before, man. Okay, it's going to be worse than any captivity that we ever been in. It's going to be worse than slavery. Okay, that's how bad it's going to become out here during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and we're constantly warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, of the things to come. Okay, whether you hear or forbear. Continuing on. And at that time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. And who are the ones that's going to be delivered? the elect. Okay, continuing on. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. That's right. And we understand that the elect will be found written in the book of life. Okay, so we know that the elect will be delivered. Okay, so let me get this Isaiah, the 26th chapter. Okay, and I'll start at the 20th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Okay, and we understand that the chambers is speaking about the chariots. Okay, so who are the people that will be able to enter into those chambers? The elect. Okay, continuing on. And shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. That's right. So we understand that the elect will be delivered. Okay, the elect will be beamed up into the chariot, and they'll be able to see the great destruction that'll come to America, which is Babylon the Great, from the chariot. Okay, and we know that it's going to be 200 million warheads that'll hit America, which is Babylon the Great, during World War III. The third woe, as well as the concentrated fire that'll come from the chariots. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. All right, let me get this in Zechariah, okay, the 13th chapter. Salakia, we go to it, and I'll start at the 8th verse. Okay, this is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, and that land is speaking about America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, continuing on, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's right. So we understand that 2 parts, 2/3 of our people will be cut off here in America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, we understand that they're going to die here. Okay, continuing on. But the third shall be left therein. That's right. It says, but the third shall be left therein. Okay, and the third is speaking about the elect that's here in America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, that 1/3 again is speaking about the elect that's here in America, which is Babylon the Great, that'll be delivered. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get what else I had. All right, I'll get this in Malachi, the 4th chapter, and I'll start at the 1st verse. Okay, this is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. That's right. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And what's the day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven? When America, which is Babylon the Great, is being destroyed. Okay, that's the day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven. Okay, when those 200 million warheads hit America, which is Babylon the Great, during World War III, the third woe, as well as the concentrated fire that'll come from the chariots. Okay, so that's the day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud. And who's proud? Esau, Edom, is extremely proud. These other nations are proud, and 2/3 of our people are proud as well, man. Okay, but what's going to happen to the proud? Okay, I'll continue on. And yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up. That's right. So we understand that they're going to get destroyed, man. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Okay, continuing on. Well, I read that again. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. That's right. So we understand that this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, will be completely destroyed during World War III, the third woe. Okay, and it's not going to be a descendant of you damn Edomites to climb out of a bunker here after America, which is Babylon the Great, is destroyed, to build this place back up again. No, once this place is destroyed, that's it for America, which is Babylon the Great. This place will never be built back up again. This place will never be inhabited ever again, man. Okay, we understand that we'll never dwell over here and America, which is Babylon the Great, ever again, man. Okay, and the scripture goes into that in Isaiah, the 13th chapter, man. Okay, we understand this place will be laid completely desolate, man. Okay, and we also know that America, which is Babylon the Great, has missiles as well. Okay, that's going to be used during World War III, the third woe, that's going to hit other parts of the earth. Okay, but that main destruction will come here to America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, so with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect, and I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.